kitchen. Today we're going to do a little dish called spaghetti aglio, and I'll put a little title in there so you see how that's spelled. It was done on the chef show, and he called it pasta Scarlett Johansson, and that's who he fixed it for on the show. And I'm doing a little Cajun twist on it. Basically, this is just spaghetti cooked in garlic and olive oil. And I'm adding some fresh Cajun sausage, pork sausage, and I'm doing a little double Cajun twist because this is steamed syrup sausage. And I don't know if you've ever seen steamed syrup. Just a minute. Let me get something. This is steamed syrup. It's a pure cane syrup. When we were kids, if you were good, you got that in your cornbread milk. If you were bad, you didn't get none. And you have to be envious of the rest of your brothers and sisters because they got it. But anyway, somebody figured out to make sausage with that, and it's actually a pretty good sausage for some dishes. I've used it in like po' boys, makes a good po' boy. I've used it in jambalayas, it makes a good jambalaya. And now I'm gonna try it in this. And basically all this is a pasta cooked in olive oil and garlic with a few herbs. So I got a buddy over here, Jude. He's gonna be our guinea pig. Taste tester. There he is. And if he's got any questions, he's gonna shout them out at me. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've also got a pot of salty water over there for my spaghetti. I'm gonna do this in my cast iron skillet. And the first thing we're gonna do is take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll get the sausage ready to start cooking. All right, I'm back. I forgot to tell you what I'm putting in there. We've got some linguine, fresh parsley, fresh thyme, and it doesn't really call for thyme in the original recipe, but I like thyme, so I'm putting thyme. We've got a little bit of, huh?
Rather the flat parsley?
Yeah, well, that's Italian parsley. That's what they had, so that's what I got. I figured it's an Italian meal, so that's what we got. A lemon for a little lemon juice, some garlic. I don't know how well you can see that. You can see that now. Some EVO, or extra virgin olive oil. A Sicilian extra virgin olive oil. That's fancy stuff. And we've got our steamed fresh pork sausage. What we're gonna do, and I've got my skillet heating up, actually overheating. My water start getting boiled. I'm gonna go ahead and fight with that cap. All right, I finally got that damn olive oil open. Have to use a dadgum ice pick on it. We're gonna go ahead and put a good bit of that in here, and it's just gonna dribble out, of course. All right, on a decent amount, and I think I'm done with that. Whew, that was more trouble than it was worth, let me tell you. Now it's gonna heat up. All right, we got some olive oil heating. We got about yay much in there. We got our steamed sausage, and as usual, I like to make small links with it, and we're probably not going to use this whole thing because that's quite a lot of sausage. But I like to twist it up like that. I find it browns better with a smaller link. I'm thinking maybe 4 good links, about half that sausage ought to work. And we're just going to go ahead and brown that up in that olive oil. It ought to taste pretty good. All righty. Make sure they're all twisty. They always come undone.
You're going to put it all in there like that?
No. I'm going to cut it into links. Yeah. See? Make little links with it. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and I mean, I done messed up already. Yeah, I poured that olive oil in there, not thinking, I don't want to fry my dadgum sausage. I just want to brown it. So I poured the olive oil out, and we got about almost 3/4 of a cup. So that tells you about how much to use right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get the sausage browning. And I got my fire pretty low right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side, and I'm gonna save that later. And we're gonna get started on chopping up this garlic. Now I probably should use my mandolin on this, but I'm kind of scared of it right now. I come close to cutting my fingers a few times, and these are small objects, so I really don't want to cut my finger off. So I'm gonna try to just chop them as small as I can, or as thin as I can, I mean. And that's gonna have to do. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish chopping that, and we'll be right back. All right, well, I was off camera. I went ahead and I chopped me up some thyme and everything. Sausage is pretty much brown. I know it looks burnt, but that's the syrup in it that's doing that. That's why I did it on a low heat. If you do it on a high heat, it's gonna look like charcoal. So they're about ready to take off. Let's put them in our little lid there. Let them cool down. Then we're gonna slice them up. Gonna take the olive oil, that almost 3/4 of a cup. Gonna pour that back in there. Let that heat up for a couple of minutes. And then we're gonna throw in our, make sure my fire's on low. You wanna cook that garlic low. Because, and I guess that's why I like that dish, because I'm low and slow. But anyway, you don't wanna burn it. You're barely just getting it good and brown. We'll let that all heat up a little bit. Our sausage is all cooked. Okie dokie. We're ready to throw in that garlic. That olive oil is kind of hot. I also deglazed that sausage once or twice while it was browning because that syrup kept, sticking to the bottom. We've got our good old garlic in there. With a spoon. And my nice little red handle on my pot there so I don't burn my hand. I might have could have used just a little more garlic. We're going to make do with this. And this is going to take quite a while, so we're going to be back. All right, I've been quite busy off camera. I've cut my sausage up, I've cut my parsley up, I've cut my thyme up. Got my spaghetti almost done. Had to take this off the fire. I didn't want to burn it with that steamed syrup in there since I've never done it with the steamed syrup. It put a lot of little greenies, and I freaked out thinking my garlic was burning. But we just put this back on. It's still on a low heat. What we're going to do is going to take them rounds of sausage, put them back in there, and then start browning up in there. Now, I noticed with this sausage, it kind of broke up a lot. Last time I made this, I just used a regular pork sausage, and it didn't do that. I guess it's the syrup in there that's not holding together, but you would think all the stickiness. Apparently not. Anyway, we got all that in there. Got that on low heat. Spaghetti's done. Ding! I'm going to go ahead and dump that in the colander, and I'll be right back. All right, our pasta's done. Our oil is heated back up. I add a few little ingredients to this. I got some chipotle roasted garlic, dry stuff. Throw a little bit of that in there. I mean, after all, it is a garlic dish. A little bit of cracked red pepper for some heat. Not too much. With this thing, I might not get any at all. Oh well. And I'm gonna let that cook a minute or two. Man, that sausage sure didn't work out like I thought. The last one I did was just regular pork sausage. It held together. This is tout cassé, breaking all up. But now we're gonna get our pasta and throw that in there. I got a damn pasta thief off camera. Alrighty. My pasta got a little cold on me, I think. I should have done that while it was still hot, but my timing's off today. Alright, we got our pasta in there. And stir that all around. This is going to take a little bit. I've only made this dish about 2 or 3 times, so I'm still learning. I just learned don't use the steamed syrup in it again. But, yeah, we want to coat that spaghetti. You know what? Let me switch implements of destruction here. This will do a lot better. Yeah. Want to get that all mixed up and coated and yeah, get that in there like that. And crank my fire up just a tad. And we're going to also add some thyme. Fresh thyme, all cut up. And I got some parsley. I'm going to throw that in there. And some lemon juice. Squeeze from a real lemon. All right, got all that in there. That's starting to look good. And we're going to just let that cook for a couple of more minutes. Stir it around a little bit. I want to make sure my pasta gets nice and warm and everything. Now, when they do it on the show and everything, they're using these small pans and they shaking them and flipping them and all that stuff. I can't do none of that. Me, besides the cast on so damn heavy I can barely pick it up, but you guys flip stuff in it. So we're doing it like this. I kick my fire up a little bit. We're just going to let that cook just a little bit longer. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw a little more olive oil. Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong. Can't get the cap back on either. All right, there she is. All right, we're going to go ahead and let that cook up and plate it up. We'll see y'all at the table. All righty. We're at the table. We got our spaghetti aglio, Cajun style. And we're going to go ahead and let him give it a little taste test and see what he thinks about that.
Let's try it.
In fact, I'm going to help him. It looks pretty good. I mean,
They're pretty good. The steam gives it a very different flavor.
I haven't tried any of the sausage. Oh, yeah. That sausage is good.
But it changed the whole complexion of the
Yeah.
taste of the whole dish.
Yeah. I mean, this is all right. And it's pretty good. I'll give it that. But I would just use regular pork sausage, like a green onion, or maybe if you like spice, a jalapeno. But this ain't too bad, but it was an experiment to begin with. And we both got full plates. So what you think of it?
I like it.
You liked it? See?
I didn't think I'd like something.
Can you
that was
describe
sweet.
any of the flavors?
Well, that's just the steam really stands out.
Yeah, it kind of overpowers. Yeah, I mean, actually, this dish is good with no meat at all. But I'm a meat person, so naturally, I've got to put meat in it. All right, well, we both got full plates, and y'all don't need to see us watch. So see y'all next time on Sky's Cajun Kitchen.